What are you gonna do?
Oh, just where the hose has been rubbing on the clamp. Finally made a hole.
Okay.
Took a nice hydraulic fluid bath. Get my hands clean, make a call. Then, if you don't mind running me into Marshall.
We're doing a quick interview with Kurtis from Marshall, Missouri. He's a local farmer. Kurtis, thank you for your time. And we've been traveling for the last 4 days, doing a U.S. crop tour and just trying to get a feel for the crops, their conditions, and whether beans are going higher, corn's going higher, or going back down to the lows. So, we've had a lot of moisture this year. I think the crops were looking pretty good 2-3 weeks ago, but all of a sudden the moisture came. And what happened in Missouri?
Well, we were dry early. A lot of corn went in a hurry in April, and then it started raining a lot again. So there was a few gaps in corn planting, but for all intents and purposes, corn was planted really well, and emergence is what got screwed up with all the rains, because about May 4th is when it started raining, and there's only been, I think, 1 or 2 full weekends without rain since then.
Okay.
That's been kind of a pain, and so there's a lot of corn that would have been replanted, I believe, but just wasn't an opportunity to do it. So a lot of uneven corn stands, but around here locally, for the most part, our corn looks pretty phenomenal. But beans, on the other hand, I talked to a guy the other day that he's had a day that he's able to plant. I got pretty lucky. The first day I planted, I did 160, 200 acres before I quit, and then I had 3 days in a row of 50 acres, and then it'd rain, and then the next day I'd get 40 acres and it'd rain. So I have about 70 acres of beans left to plant. Everything just collapsed on us all at once. We got our first cut alfalfa done, and we're the only ones that did something like that in between corn and beans, or hoping to start beans.
Right.
And now we're 60 days now since our first cutting, instead of 28.
Those 70 acres of beans, are you going to plant them in the next couple of days?
Keeping my fingers crossed I can get it done tomorrow if it dries out enough. But we got a toad strangling rain last Thursday, like 5 inches or something. Really pushed a lot of corn down up along 65 between Malta Bend and Waverly, and here locally just to the west of Marshall, and then really bad east of Marshall. So just kind of adds insult to injury whenever it's been a year like it has.
Right. Now, planting beans that late, obviously you're really expecting lower yields from that crop.
I did some in the seed industry for a while, growing seed, and we've planted beans, or had seed go in the ground from South America on like the 5th, 6th, 7th of July, and they'll still make 60 bushels. It's just all dependent on if you get a stand and what the weather ends up being like. But I'm not expecting 60, 70 bushel yields. I'm just 50 is my target, and if I get that, I'll be happy.
Now, Missouri's a smaller state. Sometimes what happens here doesn't necessarily mean much, but nonetheless, the state grows 5.2 million of corn and 5.7 million of beans. The market's suggesting about 30% are going to be unplanted on beans. Is that what's happening in this area?
I would say west of Marshall there's more planted than what there is east and then south. There's a lot of pockets. I think a lot of it depends on soil quality too. Some it's not drying out as fast as others, and we had fields like that also that some were drying out fast, some were taking forever. So I would almost venture to say around Marshall is going to be a little bit higher than that, but you go west, probably be less than that. I don't know, I think 30% would be an average of what doesn't get planted. I think the question that really needs to be asked is, yes, it's in the ground, but is it even going to make it or make anything?
Yeah, it's only a lot of the stuff I saw was only 2-leaf stage. It's just barely been planted. So.
Yeah, the beans we got in the ground June 15th or thereabout, maybe a little before that, they're first trifoliate and look really great, and I was surprised with the stand we got on them, to be honest with you, but they look great. June 15 planted beans, I don't mind those so much.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem.